Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Klopple Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, that all use the same play-along, even if one, and then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is Marvelous Mimi, and she's going to be learning the song right along with you for the very first time, because you've never even heard of this song before, correct? You've never seen Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You've never heard of Mr. Rogers. You've never heard the song. So if that is you, she's in the same situation. However, she has been playing piano for a long, long time, so she's pretty good at this stuff, so she still might learn it faster than normal. But this is Marvelous Mimi, and she's going to be playing right along with you. And this is the incomparable Kendra moderating the chat room.
Guess what? I finished the first draft of the story that I'm writing. So,
whoa.
Yeah.
And you ended with like 70,000 words or something.
76,000 words, yeah. I'm really
crazy.
Excited.
Okay,
so,
but that's your draft.
My
so
draft,
now
yes.
it might end up being more than 76,000 words.
Right, we'll see, or less. I don't know. Might have to cut stuff out.
That is
we'll
insane. Okay, well, I think that a lot of people have not heard this song before, so we should probably get to it, because I know Klopple is here, and he's usually quite impatient about this stuff. So let me show you what it's going to sound like, and then we'll try playing it together. It sounds something like this. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful... that. Think we can do that? The end part is a little bit tricky. Let's start with the end part. Cool? Over here. Won't you be my neighbor? That's the last part, and that's the most jumpy aroundy part, and so that usually is the hardest part. So watch over here with me. You're gonna play this note right here. So Mimi, you're right here. There you go. Cool. And I'm going to be right there because that's a B. And the way that we find a B, let's go backwards. We take a group of 3 black notes like those. Take any group of 3, play those. Yep, cool. Take the one that's all the way to the right and we drag it up and we'll land on a B every single time. So that's the B that I'm going to use. Cool. And you've got your own B there. It doesn't matter which one you use. And we got to jump from a B to an A. So most people are going to be like, no problem. B. If that's a B, that's probably an A, and they're right. But as you can see, yeah, you're already shaking your head. You know that means that it's supposed to go way up to it. That's it, up to an A. So I'm going to go from this B all the way up to, well, this would be my other B right here, and then that's the A right next to it. So that's the jump we have to make at the beginning, which is what makes this stuff so hard at the end, because we got to jump around so much from B up to A. So we're going to play B and say won't. Go ahead. Won't. Yep, and say it out loud. Won't. And then up to A. And we're gonna say you.
You.
Won't you. Yes, wonderful. And then from there we can just go down one note and we would land on a G. Right there, And we say B. Fantastic. And then that B that we played before, that one's coming back again. And we say my. And then we're gonna jump up to a D, so skip over the C. Right there. And then we're going to come back down and land on a C at the very end of it. So all together, that is, won't you be my neighbor? Yeah, so that would take its own practice time right there. But you might want to start with that if you're practicing at home. Then just section off that one chunk and try to practice that until you can get that down, because the rest of it compared to that is going to be kind of easy actually. So the very first thing we need to do is find an E. So just like we found a B before with that group of 3 and we just dragged that up to find that B, same thing, but we're going to use a group of 2. So I'm going to use that group of 2. Cool. And then we're just going to drag that top note up and we land on an E every single time. And so we're going to start with there and we're just going to play E and then go up one note and then up one note. And that's it's a bew. You try. It's a bew. Yep, and you say all the words out loud. It's a bew. Nice. Now, over here, if I were you, I would just cross this out and play another G right there. Technically, when the guy sings it in the song, he sings an F sharp, which would be this note right here. But it's kind of difficult to go beautiful day in the. So you could just go beautiful day in the. You try that. All G's. Beautiful day in the. Nice. So that would be a good thing to just pause and practice that section right there. It's a beautiful day in the. Let's try that with the track. It would sound something like this. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. It's a beautiful day in the. Yeah, so it's kind of fast, but that's the right idea. So after that, we just go up one note from that G. We already dealt with that G and that A before, how they're right next to each other. Kind of weird. But from there, from that G, we're going to go up to that note right there and say nay. And we're just going to come all straight down. So from there, down, down, down. Like 4 notes, all 4 of those notes. Neighborhood. All 4 of those. Neighborhood. You try. And say the words as you go.
Neighborhood.
Perfect. Cool. By the way, this sign right here is just like a never mind, don't play this one weird. Play this one regular. So that weird, weird, weird thing means regular. I know, this seems like they could come up with a better symbol for it. But that just means a regular F. Because before, remember, they told you to, like, with this hashtag, they're like, play the black note version of the F. So over here, they're just reminding you, hey, by the way, don't play the black note version of the F. So that's called a natural sign. Cool. So that'd be the whole first line. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let's try just that with the track. This would be a great time for you to pause and practice at home and make sure that you're ready to play along with us. And then when you come back, we'll all play this together. Here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, go. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Ooh, nice. That part's fast at the end too. Good work. Hey, so we have something very, very similar where we had all those G's. We went one over. That's Clapple. He doesn't speak English. He only knows Penguin. But I know just enough. Most of what they say apparently in Penguin is, hurry up, you're taking too long. Come on, old man. I think that's the translation. So a lot of G's. And then we went over one and we came down and down and down. So we're going to do the exact same thing, but this time we're going to start on an F. You play an F right there. And we're just going to go over one and down, down, down. Yes. Uh-huh. Oh, one more. Yes. Uh-huh. So that's the first 2 lines of the song. Beautiful day for a neighbor, would you? That's a lot. We're going to try this one more time, and then I'm going to show you all the rest of the notes so you can practice them at home. But Clappel says we only get one more time with the track, and he's in charge of the track over there. So here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor, would you? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Wow. That's awesome. Cool. So let me show you this. Actually, it's going to come back. Clappel cut off the track early that time, so we get to play this one more time. That's the rules, I think, in the lessons. So right here, this is going to start the whole thing all again. So once we learn these notes that I'm going to show you in just a second, then we get to play the whole thing over again. It's and then we do this other part down here. So I got to show you 2 more sections. Then there's the thing that we already did at the beginning right here. So 2 more sections, and then this other thing is just the same thing we played at the top. So let me show you this section right here, and then we'll go our last time for real with the track. We landed on, after the Fs, we landed on, do you know what note that one is?
D.
It's a D. Yeah, see, I told you she knows a lot of this stuff. Okay, so we're on a D. We're going to skip over 3 notes all the way down to this note right here. Do you know what the name of that note is?
G.
G. You are correct. And we would say, you be mine. So you'd go D down to G. Oh, but we got to go down to G. Yeah, good. You be mine. And we say the words out loud. Ready, go. You be mine. And then we would go like this. Could. And then same thing. You be mine. You be. Uh-huh. That's exactly it. So that's the middle section, and then that's when we just start the thing over again. And then we've got that last section that I'm going to show everybody, and then we'll be done apparently to Clappel, according to Clappel. Let's try one time with the track. Get ready on your E. I'm ready on my E. Make sure you're pausing and practicing at home wherever you need to, so you're ready to go with us. Here comes the track. And a 2, and a 1, 2. Go. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor, would you be mine? Could you be mine? And then start over again. It's a neighborly day in this beautyhood, and so together we might as well say, and then won't you be my neighbor? I know, the last part's crazy, so that's why we started with it. You gotta practice it all on its own. This chunk right here, let me show you this real quick before we go to our video of the day. This starts on the G, and we say would. G and would. Go for it.
Would.
Sure, yeah, you're probably gonna wanna use this one because you're kind of playing in this range, and this is a low G. So we're gonna skip from that up to C, which means skipping over 2 notes. So would you, oh yeah, and then just up and up after that. So G, C, do that again. Would you be my... Now we're gonna take all those exact same notes and scooch them one over that direction. No, just literally 1 note, not even a whole octave. So just take that and we're gonna go up to those. Would you be mine? Like that.
Wait.
So first we play it down here. Yep. Would you be mine? And then scooch them all up. Could you be mine? That's it. And then won't you be my neighbor is that last thing that we practiced together. That's all of the sections. We're going to play that more with the track on the higher levels. But for right now, last time we did a song called Addams Family. Have you heard that one before?
Yeah.
Ba-ba-da-dum. Ba-ba-da-da. Well, one of our students learned that song, and then she did her own crazy, awesome rendition of it, and she sent us the link to it. So I want to show everybody at home, Lily Mae, take it away.